Before you pay for that next certification, hoping for a big raise, check this out. Why AMD's paying $4.9 billion for an acquisition of ZT Systems, and California announces a strategic retreat on AI safety legislation in the face of fierce resistance from the tech industry. All this and more on the Actually Having Thought It Over, Mr. Petty, We Will Back Down edition of #Trending. I'm your host, Jim Love. Let's get into it. Before you dump big money into that next certification, in a surprising twist, the gap between certified and non-certified IT skills in terms of pay has reached its widest point in 24 years, according to recent research by Foote. Their latest IT skills and certification pay index reveals some intriguing trends in the tech compensation landscape. The study measures the impact of acquiring skills on bonuses received. Non-certified IT skills are earning an average cash pay premium of 9.6% of base salary. In contrast, certified IT skills are commanding a 6.5% premium. The data comes from a comprehensive survey involving over 4,400 employers across 83 Canadian and U.S. cities, covering more than 434,000 tech professionals. David Foote, the chief analyst at Foote Partners, explains the significance. The use of cash pay premiums for individual certified and non-certified skills is much more popular than ever. Employers are coping with highly volatile market conditions. Without agility and flexibility in compensation practices, it's nearly impossible for them to hire and retain the talent that's necessary to execute on shifting business initiatives. Certifications do add cash value, and IT certifications saw a notable uptick, with the average market value for 632 certifications increasing by nearly 1% in Q2 of 2024. This follows a 1.3% decline in Q1, marking the highest positive swing over 2 consecutive quarters since 2006. Non-certified IT skills also gained ground, with 710 skills showing a 0.7% increase in Q2. Interestingly, only 160 skills changed in market value during this period, compared with 240 in the previous quarter. Volatility in cash payments for IT skills and certifications has decreased significantly, reaching its lowest level since 2019. Only 21% of skills changed in market value, down from 30.5% in the previous quarter. What we'd really like to know is the impact of skills acquisition, be it certified or non-certified, on job retention and hireability, especially given the large number of layoffs that continue to plague the tech industry. The trends underscore a dynamic nature of the tech job market and the ongoing challenge for employers to attract and retain top talent in an ever-evolving landscape, despite the layoffs that we've seen. For more information, you can refer to Foote Partners' full IT skills demand and pay trends report. And here's my constant dilemma. Do I use the Canadian or American pronunciation? Since it's a U.S. company, I'm going to defer to the U.S. Z instead of the Canadian Z. In a significant move that's reshaping the tech landscape, Advanced Micro Devices, or AMD, has announced its acquisition of ZT Systems for a staggering $4.9 billion. This deal, expected to close early next year, marks a pivotal point in AMD's strategy to bolster its position in the rapidly evolving artificial intelligence and high-performance computing markets. So why'd they do it? ZT Systems, founded in 1994, is a major player in server manufacturing, particularly for hyperscalers and cloud builders. Despite its low profile, the company generates an impressive $10 billion in annual revenue. But AMD is not interested in ZT Systems' manufacturing capabilities. They want its team of 1,100 system engineers. As Forrest Norrod, general manager of AMD's data center business, explains, it became clear that we needed to substantially up our game here. With AI systems, it's increasingly clear to everyone in the industry that this is going to drive tremendous challenges in designing systems at these power levels, at these signaling rates, and at this level of complexity. So the acquisition is aimed at enhancing AMD's ability to design and validate complex AI and high-performance computing systems. This is crucial for competing in a market where system-level engineering is becoming as important as chip design. And they are willing to pay about $4.5 million per engineer, although they will get something for divesting the manufacturing operation. And AMD does plan to divest CT Systems' manufacturing operations, focusing solely on the engineering talent and expertise. This move is designed to avoid competing with AMD's existing customers in the server market, and probably has something to do with Intel's earlier and disastrous move into manufacturing of computer equipment as well as chips. But no matter how you stack it, the deal represents a significant investment for AMD, costing more than its expected revenue from data center GPUs for the entire year of 2024. The acquisition highlights the increasing complexity of AI and high-performance computing systems and the growing importance, as we said, of system-level engineering in the semiconductor industry. As the AI race heats up, this is a bold move for AMD to step up to a much bigger position in the market and to compete with rivals like NVIDIA in the lucrative AI chip sector. Go big or stay home. We'll be watching this to see how it plays out. California, the state that pioneered tough legislation against big industries, was the first to blink in a conflict between the state and the high-tech industry. It has revised its proposed AI safety legislation in response to concerns from leading AI companies. The Safe and Secure Innovation for Frontier Artificial Intelligence Models Act, let's get an acronym for that one, shall we? Also known as SB 1047, well, that's not too bad, has had a number of changes to address industry feedback while the state insists it still maintains its core regulatory goals. The bill faced resistance from AI companies, even Anthropic, whose whole raison d'etre was AI safety. And it even attracted resistance from federal lawmakers such as Representative Zoe Lofgren, who expressed concerns about potential negative impacts on California's innovation economy. And it is a challenge. California is home to 35 of the world's top 50 AI companies. State Senator Weiner, who introduced the bill, acknowledged the changes, stating that while the amendments do not reflect 100% of the changes requested by Anthropic, a world leader on both innovation and safety, we accepted a number of very reasonable amendments proposed, and I believe we've addressed the core concerns expressed by Anthropic and many others in the industry. The bill focuses on frontier models, defined as state-of-the-art AI models requiring more than 10 to the 26th power operations to create. Or, if you want to put it in simpler terms, anything with a training cost exceeding $100 million. Key changes to the bill were they limited enforcement penalties, they dropped some criminal provisions for perjury, they removed language creating a frontier model division to regulate, they reduced legal standards for compliance, they added an open source carve-out for developers spending less than $10 million on fine-tuning models, and they narrowed whistleblower protections. Most of these provisions would take a much deeper dive to understand, so the general California voters, who overwhelmingly support safety legislation, will be mostly unaware of the changes. So is the bill still valid? On the plus side, it does have support from AI pioneers Geoffrey Hinton and Yoshua Bengio, but will it be enough to contain the AI of the future? CEO Dario Amodei, not generally given to overhyping his predictions, suggested that within a few years, we might see models better than most humans at most things. As the AI landscape continues to evolve rapidly, legislation like SB 1047 will play a crucial role in shaping the future of AI development and deployment. And there is a needed balance between regulation and innovation. There's no doubt that Europe is taking a stronger position on AI and reining in big tech for that matter, but they've discovered in many cases the big tech companies will hold back on bringing new features to market. Europe's bet is clearly, being the world's second largest economy, they still hold a lot of the cards. California, although its economy is the size of many countries in the world, isn't in the same position. Its economy is driven by those high-tech companies. It can only push so far. We only hope that California hit the right balance. And that's our show for today. You can find our show notes at our news site, technewsday.com or .ca, take your pick. Hashtag Trending in the Summer features daily news Monday to Thursday with a weekend edition that drops late Friday night. Thanks for listening. I'm your host, Jim Love. Have a terrific Tuesday.